so we have our ties cut. We're gonna start with the first piece. What I have done is I've gone ahead and I took a lot of fabric that I had and I cut it into a 14-inch section. And it's a really long section for a reason, so that when I run this through, I need to sew the top and the bottom. And I chose a fabric that is going to be easy to see the inside and the outside that someone would actually wear. So I am going to go ahead and fold it over, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to put it into my machine. And this time I've gone ahead and put a red and a yellow thread so that we can actually see where my thread line is going to be. It does not have to be perfect. Let's turn my machine on. That would actually be a good start. And so you can see it. I've got yellow on one side and I've got my red on the other side. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the entire length of this and I'm just going to sew it. Now the reason I do this is going to save me more time than if I would have cut out every single individual piece and then had to load each one. This is just going to make it a little bit quicker because I don't have to keep reloading my machine. I just got to go down, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be hidden anyways. I just need to make sure that all these pieces are sewn. If they're not, when I toss them in the wash, they will start fraying apart. So, all right, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the top and the bottom. Finish running this one. So I have sewn the top. I would do the same thing to the bottom half. I would turn it in and then run that through there. So assume that I've done that. So then the next step that I would do is I would take that long piece that I had. What do I got going on here? I've got some crazy stuff going on. All right. So take that one piece, that really big long piece that I sewed the top and the bottom to, and here is my end result. I've sewed my top and my bottom, but now for an adult size, I'm gonna cut it at 8 inches across. And so if I have it, let's see. So here on my board, see if we can get this. So I've got it marked out at 8 is for the adult, 7 for a medium, and 6 for a child. And so I'm making all adults right now, but we can make other sizes, and that's the cool thing. That is the cool thing about this setup, is that you just get big long sheets of fabric, and then you cut them down so that it can fit the sizes that we need, because we're not going to assume that somebody only needs adults if they've got kids in the family. All right, so we're going to go back to the next step. So the next step is I lay it with the sexy side up, and I'm going to take my ties. I got 2 of them. If you have, and I've got some of these aside, if you have pieces of metal, if it fits in here, then I toss one in. If it doesn't, then I don't. Because I am not the best at sewing around metal, so I can insert this piece of aluminum. My friend Leslie actually sent them to me. I didn't expect to use these, but they're not that hard. So I fit them in if it does fit, but I don't purposely set them up. Okay, so that would give me a nice nose bridge. I could pinch it on the face. So then I'm going to lay my first tie up on the top, bend it over, and then turn this one down. So it's all sandwiched in there. And then I'm going to feed it in the machine. And then grab that end piece, pull it on through, and then just line it up at the bottom. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna find another one that I already had done. So same thing, going to lay it on the inside and then turn it down, let it hang, meet up my two ends. Run that through, grab my piece, and then run that through. So then the next step, let's grab another one. I've got a whole bunch over here I've been working on. So then I'm going to take my piece that's inside out, and I'm going to turn it the right way out. So I'm going to make sure it's all flat. And the way I did it, when I flip this over, you'll notice that this is coming off the side. It's not coming from the inside. If you notice that it comes from the inside, it's because you accidentally laid it on top of the fold. And so that's always a common mistake. That's something I always do. Every once in a while, I'll just mess stuff up. So then I'm looking at my top piece, and all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fold, I'm gonna pinch and fold it down. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I usually get anywhere between 3 to 4 folds. Okay? Get the first one started. Start the second. I try to just evenly space them out. And this is also a time to check my ties. When I don't want to pull them too hard, because when I run over it this way, then I've secured my tie so that it doesn't move. Okay? So normally I would just grab another one and do the same side, but what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to just finish up the other side. So I'm going to turn it in. And where is my cutter? There it is. It's too close. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that. There we go. So then again, you're going to turn it facing the opposite direction. So there we go, and I am not going to waste any thread. So if you look on the ends of this, you can see the space in between the two. I've got minimal space. Even between these ones, that will make it so I'm not wasting as much thread, but you need a little bit of space in between. If you cut it, if you move it too close together, what will happen is you'll get unraveling and then this piece will come out. So you need just enough on the end. So I've disconnected it, and then I can flip this one around and I can pull that one off in a second as soon as I get this one started. So again, flip it inside out, do it this way. And what I'll do is I will do the same motion over and over and over again so that I can work on, so that I can get a little bit more speed. So let's go back to this one. Let's cut it off. Hey, you guys, I'm on video, so don't do anything dumb. All right, so let's check it. I didn't iron it. I can pull it, just put a little pressure on it so that I see what it's got going on. So there's my finished product. And then it has a pocket, so I can open it and I can put a filter into it. And I got a medium-sized face, I would say. So let's do a quick face check really quick on it. Oh, we're here listening to Nina Simone. So I haven't pulled on the ties at all. Put it on to check it. And then it opens up.